Lesson 1-5, multiplying integers. The key concept here is just knowing the rules of when you multiply integers, especially with the signs. So when you multiply like signs, your answer is always going to be positive. So a positive times a positive is positive. A negative times a negative is also positive. If they are two different signs, then it's always going to be negative. So a positive times a negative is negative, and a negative times a positive is negative. So keep that straight once we are multiplying these integers. Now when we multiply these, you can show pictures with it, with algebra tiles, or you can use a number line. So let's take a look at an example. It says the mercury in the barometer fell 3 centimeters per hour during the 4 hours before the storm struck. What integer represents the mercury level changed during those 4 hours? Now here, if I were to use the tiles here, each tile is representing a -1. So that means this is a -3, this is a -3, and this is a -3, and this is a -3. I have 4 groups of -3. So 4 groups of -3 gives you a -12. If you did it on a number line, let's just say this is 0. There's 1 group of -3. Actually, that's at 0. This would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And one more group, 3, 1, 2, 3. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, -11, -12. Now showing the picture or doing a number line, that could take a little bit while. You should get used to doing 4 groups of -3, which will give you -12. So it'd be -12 centimeters that it changed. Sample problems, find the product. So both numbers are positive, so my answer is positive. 5 times 2 is 10. -3 times 9, since one's positive, one's negative, my answer is negative. 3 times 9 is 27, so -27. Both of them are negatives, so our answer is positive, so 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times -7 is -28. It's negative because one's positive, the other one's negative. -3 times -6, both of them are negative, so my answer is positive, so a positive 18. And this one, 9 times -4, is a -36. When the number of negative factors is even, the product is positive. So that's just saying if you have an even number of negatives, your answer is going to be positive. And when the number of negative factors is odd, the product is negative. So you can determine if your answer is positive or negative even before you do the multiplication based on the number of negatives involved. So here we need to determine if it's positive or negative. Since I have an even number of negatives, the answer is going to be positive. -5 times -2 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. This next one, I have 1, 2, 3 negatives, so my answer is going to be negative. And I have 24 times -2, which is -48. Next, the first one, I have 2 negatives, so that means my answer is positive. And I have 2 times -5, which is 10. 10 times 8 is 80. Here, the next one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's an even number, that's positive. And I have 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Next, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 negatives makes it a positive. So I got 5 times 9 is 45. Next, I have 2 negatives, so my answer is positive. 3 times 8 is 24. And our last problem is determine if it's positive or negative. I have an odd number of negatives, so this is negative. 4 times 2 is 8, so this would be a negative 8. I have one negative, so my answer is negative. So this would be a negative 54. And for this one's a little bit tricky. I missed that one. The answer is going to be positive here. And the reason why this one's going to be positive is because the absolute value. So this would be a positive 54. Now, if the negative was on the outside, then it would be negative. So an absolute value of 7, negative 7 is 7. Absolute value of negative 7 is also 7. So both of them are positive. So the answer is positive. 7 times 7 is 49. So that's our lesson on multiplying integers.